Welcome viewers to another edition of Brave Namibia, where we celebrate both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians. In our first clip today, we head to Swakopmund, where we meet Namibian Marshal Ranger Sean Naude. He spoke to Precious Gitanapu.
Okay, so I'm Sean Naude. I was born in Windhoek and I'm a local. Namibia is in my heart, blood. I was big in the music industry. I represented Namibia in the Drakensberg Boys Choir when I was 11 years old, the best choir in the world. And then I moved from there to South Africa, where I competed in big Stedfords, won platinum in the Stedfords. I had the third highest vocal soprano voice in South Africa. Then I got into bands. I started a rock band called Desert Velvet, which was big in the 90s. We won the 97 Music Makers, NBC Music Makers for Best Band. And I was a TV presenter. I had a TV show. I was a radio presenter for 99 FM. And yeah, so I was big in the movie and music industry. I did movies with Wesley Snipes, Danny Glover. Acted in a movie called Gallowalker. I'm a professional stuntman. I did stunts for movies, and I'm also currently for 23 years the Namibian Superbike stunt champion. I do artistic riding on motorcycles, and then I gave up the music and movie industry to serve the country, and I started the Namibian Marshal Rangers. I invested my money into the Namibian Marshal Rangers, and now today I own a fleet of emergency vehicles, ambulances, and we've just extended our services to ocean rescue, marine life rescue. I'm a wildlife wrangler. I wrangle wildlife. I'm the first man on earth to kiss a black mamba. I lived with a black mamba for 3 years in my bedroom. And so I wrangle wildlife. I save wildlife. I educate people at schools about conservation and working with wildlife. But basically, I'm just a servant of the nation. I'm here to serve the country, serve the people, whatever I can. I was taught to humble myself, so I gave up fame and fortune to serve. And this is what I do now for the last 26 years of my life, is serving this country. We now established as the Namibian Marshal Rangers, which is also private law enforcement, helping the Namibian police, the military, and Air Force and Navy where we can. And we're working together now with Navy for sea rescues and lifeguarding. I just qualified as an international level lifeguard, so that is so that I can provide better services. My next venture is to hit the air, and I hope to have a helicopter soon so we can do aerial rescues, or at least get people to the scenes. Safety is a priority to me, and saving lives is a priority. I've got my official safety officer and safety manager certificates from South Africa. So I've done a lot of training, lot of hours of practice and practical to be able to provide these services. I still perform. I still write songs. My music video, you can find it on YouTube. You just put Welcome to Namibia. It's like the national theme song kind of thing. My friend Achali wrote the national anthem, who we used to perform with. We were big. I'm one of the legends with Achali Dusep and William Wende and Jackson Coelho. I come from that era, you know. So the music is still there. I still record. But my passion now is in saving lives and being there for the nation as a humble servant. This is not about me. This is about serving the country, because the Word of God says, he that is least will be most, and we need to humble ourselves. So my goal is to inspire young people, as Sheriff Sean, to inspire the young people to serve each other and to consider each other. And that's basically me in a nutshell. So basically, I was in the entertainment industry for many years, music, and it started off with me very young, singing in the Drakensberg Boys Choir, representing Namibia. And while I was out there doing concerts and performances, obviously people approached me about getting involved with entertainment industry, movies. Whenever there was roll calls, I would actually offer my services as a stuntman or my vehicles, and at the end of the day, I ended up getting a role. I just recently played in Katima. I went there as a medical standby, and I ended up playing the pilot in the movie. So it just naturally comes to me, and I like this. But the entertainment industry for me, especially in Namibia, is not well supported. We don't have the backing. We don't have local support. We don't have financing, especially for musicians. I remember with Rashi Hama, and that time, they actually had to leave the country, like Nia Null and them. They actually had to leave the country to make it, because we don't support each other here in Namibia. We don't support. I even find now with the emergency services, we lack to get support, finances, backing, stuff like that. So we have to go internationally. So the entertainment industry in Namibia is sadly not I've seen in the last 30 years that it hasn't grown. It hasn't built. And every time they have competitions, there's empty promises made to the artists, to the musicians, recording contracts which never happen. It falls through. And I did a interview for a TV presenter, and I ended up getting the position. So it was just, these things came to me. And at the end of the day, I looked at the industry, and there's a dark side to the industry. It's run by some really corrupt, wicked people who use and expose and exploit artists to get personal gain. And at the end of the day, even like models, I was in the modeling agencies. I had my own modeling agency. And the thing is, you basically have to sell your soul to be part of this. You have to do things you don't want to do. You have to find yourself at parties and things, drinking, just to be in. And if you're not in, you get rejected. And then they don't use you for movies, or they don't use you. So it is unfortunately become a very dark industry due to greed and money. And then you have these wealthy kingpins who control you. And once you've signed a contract, you've basically signed over your life. They tell you what to do, where to go. And I couldn't do this. I'm a little bit rebellious for this, in the sense that I'm stubborn. I do it my way or the highway. So in 97, just after winning the Music Makers competition, I went on my knees and I basically gave my life to the Lord in service. And I said, look, here I am. I want to serve your people. Instead of going to France, where I just won an award to go to France to record a big album in France, I had to make a choice in my life. And my choice was to humble myself instead of fame and fortune and feed my ego, and sitting right now in a jacuzzi and not out in the cold water trying to save lives and help people. So I had choices, and it all boils down to I made the right choice 26 years ago, and today I'm the sheriff. And you can say I'm self-proclaimed. I believe that I'm God-ordained. I believe that I was chosen for this role. I believe that it is my purpose to serve this nation. And I believe that it is my purpose to show people that no matter what lifestyle you had, drugs, alcohol, partying, I did it all. I had the long hair, I did the tattoos, so it doesn't matter what life you've had, you can come and have a better life. So I want to show people that there's a better life out there without drugs, sex, and rock and roll, and you can serve each other by making this country a better country for everybody to live in.
Next, Wetumweni Shikagi chats with pharmacist and designer Fyn China.
I'm back in the kitchen with our special guest. Welcome to Kitchen 82, Fyn China.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's great to see you. I want to know, what exactly are we making up in the kitchen today?
Wow, I'm a bit nervous, but I mean, we're going to try the most simplest thing that I believe is the most simplest thing.
Okay.
It's a creamy pasta with chicken breasts and bell peppers.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, it already sounds yummy. Very easy, a light meal. Okay,
Definitely.
I love that. So Fyn China, tell me a bit about yourself. What are you about?
Wow, I classify as, I'm an umbrella. I am Fyn China, I'm Fyn China Creations, and I am Michelle. So let me try and explain each name with its own personality.
Good one, okay.
So Fyn China is the image that I've created, it's my alter ego. It is Michelle's alter ego, someone I've wanted to be before I became the person that I am today. This is the person that takes risks, is the person that embodies being a plus size, a person that embodies imperfections. And Fyn China Creations is the person that speaks through Fyn China.
Girl.
This is something somewhat of my past that has helped me express my emotions. So I am a victim of physical abuse. So what I use Fyn China Creations is, whenever you guys see these diamonds, you guys are always wondering, Fyn China and diamonds, my goodness, can we try something else? So these diamonds is a representation of me becoming a better person of myself. You know, some people use butterflies as a representation of growth, but the diamonds within me shows that I can shine and nobody can dim my light. And then we have Michelle. Michelle is just the normal person that is known by the family, close friends and relatives and stuff like that. And it's also, that's my professional name as a pharmacist as well. So it all depends, as we're cooking, which part of me do you actually want to know?
So while we cook, I really want to get into the lifestyle. I want to get to the diamonds. I want to know all about the good stuff. And then later on, after we've done cooking up this good storm, we're going to sit down and chat and speak more about your professional side, which is being a pharmacist. Now stay tuned for all of that right after this one. Let's speak a bit more about your professional side. But before that, you are part of the cast of a very famous, popular lifestyle show. Lifestyle. Is it a show?
It's a TV reality show.
Okay. So Save My Ship.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I know you're not expecting that to be my first question.
I was not expecting it at all.
But anyways, tell me about Save My Ship. How did you become part of the cast and how was the experience?
It was, let's first start with the beginning.
Okay.
Just the most random thing
beginning,
ever.
Please.
I got an inbox from the CEO of a show, and she's like, no, there's a show that I'd like to run by you. Do you mind coming over for a meeting, and then we can discuss exactly what's going to happen on the show? And I was just like, no, man, why would they select me? I don't even have a lot of Instagram followers and stuff like that. That time I was on like, 4,000 followers? I was like, I'm just a normal person, you know, not like those influential people. So why me? So I went to the meeting, we did the whole interview and everything. She explained everything, and we did the first season. First season was not much of what the CEO wanted, and we ended up having to reshoot. And it was a success. It's now actually out. The premiere was on the 6th of September, and it's out on DSTV as well.
Okay, so what role did you play?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the show, actually. The show is called Save My Ship. It's about finding ships. It could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, it could be a business ship, it could be a whatever ship it might be.
Which ship did you find?
Well, I was hoping to find love. Unfortunately, it's not what I got. I'm sad about it, but I mean, it's okay. I got to create great ships, like friendships.
Oh, okay.
Like genuine friendships with people that I would never ever have expected I would actually sit with and actually have a conversation with. So it was great. I actually love the outcome of the show.
Good. I love it. At least you picked out something.
Yeah.
But moving on, I quickly want to speak about career stuff. Some of the things that you've also been involved in. I know that you're part of Miss Plus Size Namibia.
I am.
What has that taught you about your confidence as a woman?
Wow. The one thing that I've learned from being a plus size model, especially Miss Plus Size Namibia, I learned that it's not only plus size women that deal with confidence issues. It's not just women that deal with confidence issues. It's also men. We try to always focus all the time on women empowerment, women this, women this, women that. But there are also men that deal with confidence issues, body weight, emotional trauma that comes with being bullied because of the way they look and stuff like that. So I feel like what I've learned is that we need to learn to sometimes forget about sex. When I say sex, not the intercourse part, but in terms of male and female, and rather put everybody in one bubble and say humans or these people are dealing with problems such as obesity, problems such as mental health problems, because I mean, all these things are intertwined. And I've learned that you need to first sit down and realize that you are having the problem. As much as people around you will tell you that, listen here, you are being obese or you're having this kind of problems. If you don't realize it yourself, you won't be able to see it. All you do is keep on depressing yourself and putting yourself through so much, but it all comes with your inner self. You need to realize it within yourself in order for you to bring change.
Nice. So I'm trying to connect the dots quickly. You earlier spoke about being in a relationship where you were kind of bullied with regards to how you looked or how you dressed, and now you have become Miss Plus Size Namibia. So give me the connection between the two. How is the feeling that you've gotten now? What does that say to you?
I'm so relieved that I don't have to live up to a certain standard to make someone else happy. I'm relieved that I put myself first in everything that I do, and I realize that without making myself happy, I can't genuinely make other people happy. Without realizing my flaws, I won't be able to know what my flaws are. Without having a strong background, I won't be able to have a falling, like when I fall, someone to catch me like an umbrella. So, it was the most difficult journey. I had to go through therapists. I had to sit with pastors and a lot of things in order for me to get over the situation that I had, because I built a wall. And now I've broken all those walls. You know when they say break every chain? It's not even a breakage of a chain anymore. It's a breakage of walls have fallen. Walls have fallen, and I am now in my true human self. I'm in my true self. I smile, and when I smile genuinely.
I love how you speak about it. It shows so much passion, and I'm so convinced that you know, taking care of yourself and working towards making yourself a better person is what you should strive to be. But after this one, let's chat a bit about being a pharmacist. I want to chop. So what else are you doing besides your career, besides the projects that you're in, to help others that are around you?
Okay, so I'm more a hands-on kind of person. So what I used to do in the past is that I would get donations, monetary donations first. That was when I first started. And I realized that it was quite difficult to get money from people. And that's when I started venturing, because with the money donations, I used to paint kindergartens. Because you know what they say, what do they call this, where in order for you to grow, you need to start with the root. So I try to fix the environments that the kids grow up in. You know, I believe that color brings out a different side to a person. So I would paint the walls, the kids would help and, you know, put their handprints on walls just to make their classroom lively. Because, you know, you're already coming from such a terrible background, and everything at home is all dull. And you come to school and you see colors, you see pictures of things that you would envision yourself as.
Yeah.
You envision yourself to be a doctor, you envision yourself to be a teacher. You know, you have these posters that are everywhere that give you a different side to life. So that's where I started focusing on. That's how my charity events started coming. I don't really have like an organization. It just falls under Fyn China.
Great stuff. I'm sure you guys have it really, really well. But once again, thank you so much for joining me. It was a great time. But for us today, it is goodbye. We'll see them on the screen some other time.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Fyn China.
Sy sê wie is er aan neertrek en hy bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is hy
But just enough next.
Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
Kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you know of someone you feel should feature on our show, please contact us at brave@synergy.com.na.
Take a load off and tune into another episode of Brave Namibia, when we take a look at both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians sharing their stories. Brave Namibia is broadcasted on NTV Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. and 1up2.com, and broadcasted on the following Facebook platforms on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and all Namibia Media Holdings pages. For more information, contact the Brave team at brave@synergy.com.na. Brave Namibia, for the ordinary and extraordinary Namibians.